Welcome back. Today we're going to go over Geomancer, this dwarf right here, the crazy looking one. He is phenomenal in the clan boss. You look at his kit and you think that he's going to be great for everywhere else in the game, but you're wrong. This is where this guy is built for. We're going to go over his kit. We're going to talk about stun set, going through Doom Tower, all these other bosses that I've actually tried him on, and then we're going to talk about 2 artifact sets that are best for him for the clan boss to get you the most damage you can get out of him. And really, clan boss is it. Clan boss is where you need to play this champion. Now watch these red numbers. They're going to go slow, but they're still a little bit fast. Watch the red numbers after the clan boss hits us. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Look at these numbers. Look at those numbers. 42, 42, 42,900, 11, 11, 11, 24, 24, 24. Did you see that? All from Geomancer. And the greatest thing about it is he does more damage when the clan boss is under 50% HP. When it's going to hit 2 times, when it's going to slam you twice, he's going to do more damage on this. Here we go again. Look at all that. Damn, Geomancer. It's insane what this guy can do on the clan boss. I have him in place of my Draco Morph on my Bat Eater comp right here. Not the best place for him. I mean, obviously, if you don't have a Draco Morph, you're using a Fane, you're using the Fat Man, somebody like that to pull in, and I think you'll probably get more damage out of it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Easily 2-key. So easy to 2-key with this. I've got him in a Relentless set, which I had on my Draco before, and then we're going to put him in another set that's going to give him even more damage, so you don't even have to worry about Relentless. Let's talk about his skills really quick so you know exactly what this guy can do, and let me know down below if this guy is actually good for anything else in the game, because I have tried him in Doom Tower. Last week, I did Doom Tower 110 through 119. I put this guy with my team because he has an AoE, A1 to decrease accuracy. I had him in a stun set. And then over here, we can steal buffs. We can lower the cooldown on the A3 single target here for a burn. And then we can get a weaken up as well. But it does deplete turn meter, and it fills his turn meter by the amount that he steals. So it sounds like it would be really good on a 3-turn cooldown. Sounds like it'd be great for a whole bunch of other bosses out there and for waves. Doom Tower waves in a stun set. But really, he's not. He's nothing exceptional to go through those Doom Tower waves. I could have a stun tanking bellower, a rare that does AoE all the time in place of this guy, and it would be better off. The teams that I run with Seal the Drakes, a Burn Champion, Vizix, and all that other control in there to take down all those waves, this guy really wasn't doing much. But he does have a lot going for him, so if you found a way to use him any other way than the clan boss, let me know. Like a really effective way. Fire Knight, it's still, you know, below Fire Knight, 1 to 20 would be okay for a Fire Knight. 21 to 25 wouldn't work because he has no multi-hit. You could get in there on a 3-turn cooldown, deplete the Fire Knight by half, and then steal that half because we're halved when we do 21 to 25 bosses now and get this burn up. But he's just not, and you would think too that 2 of these guys would tear up a clan boss, but it won't because it has to be from this actual champion. 2 of these in the clan boss are just whoever actually applied the HP burn last is the one that's going to do all that damage. 2 will not work. It has to be placed by this champion, and this is another reason when I was going through the Doom Tower waves that this really wasn't that great, because I had burns up from everyone else. We had burns on everyone, but when he counterattacked, he only hit 1 target, but he does negate 15% damage. That's pretty insane for an epic champion, and then 30 from himself. It deflects that back. Decrease the damage all allies receive by 15% and deflects that damage onto the enemy. That's why we're getting the Giant Slayer procs. That's what we're getting if you didn't know. Sorry. We're getting those Giant Slayer procs. We've got them with Giant Slayer masteries. I'm going to show you the gear. I'm going to show you the masteries. Let's get back into it. We'll watch this just for another minute. We're not going to watch the whole run. Don't worry. So we've got it set up. I love the auto AI system. We can have our unkillable comp like this set up smoothly. So we're looking for after we're hit. And again, it's crazy, right? That we can do more damage now with a champion, just like Brogni, reflecting the Giant Slayer as well. We can do more damage when the clan boss is under 50% HP, which is what we want because sometimes you're not always there in time. You're not there to catch the clan boss when he's above 50%. So now we're getting even more. Like, you don't want to play this guy if you're going to do it above 50% HP, basically. You're going to be losing out on a tremendous amount of damage. We are on turn 47. This is with a Relentless set. We're going to put another set on him and do way more damage than this. If you looked at his, let's look at his procs. So he's doing a counterattack 43, what was it, 43,000? For his Giant Slayer proc, we're going to increase that damage. Every single Giant Slayer is going to do more damage when we ignore more defense. Let's see if we get another proc in him from him. We should. The boss is going to AoE. Come on, boss. Let's go. Let's see the numbers. The boss is going to AoE right now, and he is hitting for 42,000. We're going to say 43,000. It's 42,990. So we're going to say, 46,000 there, 42 there. We got the weekend up. So 46 to 49,000. We're going to hit around 53,000 because we're going to have Savage gear on him along with a Cruel set. So we're going to be ignoring 30% defense, 25 from the Savage and 5 additional defense from the Cruel. And whenever you ignore defense, you do more damage, right? You do more damage with your Giant Slayer, War Master procs. But the clan boss doesn't really have high defense at all. That's why we don't really bring in champions like this. But look at that. 19 million from Geomancer. We would have already one-keyed it with the Dracomorph, but I mean, come on, Dracomorph's a legendary. This guy's an epic. If I had a 2 Man-Eater comp, which I'm going to build one tomorrow, I'm going to build a 2 Man-Eater comp, put him in there, put a couple of other epics, and we're going to one-key. I think nowadays 1 Man-Eater can be at 215, 1 Man-Eater can be at 219, or 218, somewhere around there. We'll do that tomorrow. We will definitely put out a video tomorrow of a 2 Man-Eater comp using him, Geomancer, in there to do insane damage. We'll get a decreased defense up. We'll get some poisons up from some other people. And I think we're definitely going to one key. I mean, there's no doubt. We're going to blow one key away. So right now I'm in a Savage set with the Cruel. No, we're switching over from the Relentless. I put it back in my Dracomorph. Now we're switching over to Savage and Cruel Heroes total stats. We did still try to, whoa, that was fast. We did still try to get some damage out of him. So we got a little crit rate, we got a little critical damage, and a little bit of attack. But to be honest with you, you're not getting tons of damage just off of his attacks. What we're getting the damage from is from that Reflect and getting all these Giant Slayer procs. So whatever Savage and whatever Cruel sets you have, or a Savage with a 2-piece speed set, right? 1-piece speed set, Savage set, that would be fine as well to get the speeds we need. 224 on this one, but we don't need these speeds when we do a 2 Man-Eater comp. When we do a 2 Man-Eater comp, 1 Man-Eater is again like 215 and the other one's 218, but everybody else is 170, 180 speeds. You'll be able to do this really easily. And we have to have a burn up, right? We've got the burn up. He puts it up 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. And then once we have a burn on an enemy placed by this dwarf, we will be able to reflect. And that's it. So now we're in a Savage set. Let's see how much damage he does. Here we go. 53. I was right. 53,000, some odd number after that. We've upped it to 53,000, which is way better than a Relentless set because, again, his normal attacks really aren't doing much. His A1 doesn't have a high multiplier. His A2 and his A3 do have a high multiplier. It's like 6, but still, having him in a Savage set is going to benefit you the most. If you could do a Cruel with that, do Cruel. If not, it's no big deal. But definitely, it's nice that we can put this guy in a Savage set. It doesn't even have to be crazy. Just like leftover Savage set just to get the speed we need, and then we'll get all this additional damage. From all the other areas that I did try to play him, I haven't tried to play him on the Eternal Dragon yet. If we can get up a burn on the Eternal Dragon and then have all these other people hitting us along with the Eternal Dragon doing the AoE, maybe there, and he's negating that damage, maybe on the Eternal Dragon built tanky, not built like this, he'll do some work. Because when I tried to take him into the Griffin recently on 50, it just wasn't feasible. I would bring him in on the Griffin, he'd get the burn up, the Griffin would remove it, throw it back at us. I'd bring in a whole bunch of other burn champions, and then they would overwrite his burn. And then I brought him in by himself with a Brogni and then a decreased attack, just a 3-man to see what he could do. And it wasn't working out. The Griffin goes too fast, drops his burn. We got to wait 3 turns to get it back up on full auto, trying to get that and pair it with the Griffin and make sure that it's always there. Then the Griffin AoEs us, and then we would take advantage of that, sure. But we've got to have a burn up placed by him, and unfortunately, it just doesn't work out, even on the Griffin. But I'm sure on the Eternal Dragon, we could probably get it up there, keep it on, because the Eternal Dragon doesn't throw it back at us like the Griffin does, and we'll be able to take advantage of that through some hits and get all that damage done to the Eternal Dragon and negate all that damage, 15% of it all coming to us, which is really strong because the Eternal Dragon hits hard. And I'm really loving this guy on the clan boss, especially if after tomorrow we make that 2 Man-Eater unkillable comp, then we go and make a clan boss comp that's a non-unkillable. Just a regular clan boss comp. We will do some kind of 2-key, Ultra Nightmare, all epics, without counterattack, without unkillable. Without a Man-Eater, without all this fancy stuff. Just with Geomancer and some other ones. We'll see if we can pull it off. That would be amazing. A 2-key, just because we got Geomancer doing all that damage, would be really good. Just depends on how long we can last. Obviously, we're not going to go 50 rounds like we're doing right now. Not even close to it. But maybe we can get an easy 2-key. And for me, that's the best thing in the world. Like, I don't care about those highest clan boss damage out there. Whoever's doing like hundreds and hundreds of thousands on the clan boss. It's cool. It is. But what I want to see is what people can do easy teams we can make to help everybody out there who don't have a counterattack and who don't have unkillable, so that they can get on Ultra Nightmare and do well. I've already beat Nightmare with all rares a long time ago. Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare are just totally different. Day and night. So we need good teams like that for Ultra Nightmare. Let's skip forward now. We've seen this long enough. Let's skip forward to the end here, and we're going to compare the two. 19,200,000 to 25,600,000. The two Painkeepers are the same. Seekers are the same. Maneater, Maneater. Top one is with the Savage and the Cruel. The bottom one is in the Relentless set, which this one is much easier to do. The Savage one, we just put him in Savage and, like I said, a speed set. I can't wait till we do the slower speeds with the two Maneater, and then I can't wait to do it with no unkillable. It's going to be fun. Now that we have a champion this strong on the clan boss. Again, if you know of any other place that you've used him and that he really works out well for you, because I didn't enjoy him as much in the Doom Tower. I haven't enjoyed him on really any of the bosses yet, but I'm going to try Eternal Dragon. It's the only one I can think about right now is to try him on the Eternal Dragon, and then to try him again later on in the next Doom Tower rotation with a Frost Spider and try some bosses there. We'll just have to keep playing him and see where he's viable. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys all in a video soon.